The following program is a paid advertisement brought to you by Discovery.
It beats 100,000 times a day, more than 36 million times a year. It provides oxygen to every cell in our bodies. It keeps us alive.
A revolutionary machine.
You'll be amazed when and where you can use it. While watching TV, talking on the phone, in any room of your house, RVs, even poolside.
It's always a good idea to do a little stretching first to make sure you keep good flexibility. So take it slow.
Introducing
a peak performance machine. Why does this machine make everything else obsolete?
There are so many reasons. First of all, look at this. People want stability, right?
It's lightweight, it's portable, and it is very sturdy.
It really is a revolutionary system.
It's wonderful. Very simple.
It was created on the Big Bang.
The story begins of the evolution of the human heart. It all started
A monumental accomplishment.
from the beginning of the world, of life on the world.
As you dig deeper, you find computer code.
And through those beginnings began the evolution of the human heart.
With all of these new theories coming out in mainstream science,
Consumers need to be aware of the poor quality imitations out there available.
Fast, smooth pump.
Yours free right now. And there's no risk. Made in America. And comes complete to your door with no assembly required.
All you need are three things. Knowledge. Design.
Like a perfect machine.
The stupid young one or the married one? The married one. That's what I thought. Don't go. You hear me?
If you want him to believe that it's over, then you gotta stop accepting the blue calls at 2 a.m. in the morning. You understand?
Last fortnight, your feelings have been hurt, so you've been up all night. You haven't been, and this is around the relationship.
Talk about it.
Okay? Don't make me take you to church, young man.
The ex is much better than the present one, you know. Did you think that you were pregnant a couple of months back?
Yes.
You were, but you lost it, correct?
The secret that you were holding back.
You already hit it. It was about the baby.
Michael, you really got yourself into trouble on that one, brethren. I got backup this time.
This person is that's around you right now has been in jail before.
Yeah, you're right. You're telling the honest truth. Right.
You know, people have been criticized and jabbed at and talked about throughout the ages for having different beliefs. And apparently I am no exception. Although it is a constant challenge, I will continue. I will not allow them to stop me. I will teach as a shaman and help those who seek the knowledge.
there are good aliens and bad aliens.
Good aliens and bad aliens and all kinds of ways and reasons for interacting with us.
Now, what are some of the reasons? Why would they be?
Genetic experiments, trying to, there's a misconception here. People think that our space brothers will bring us good things and teach us how to get rid of all our diseases. And if you stop and think about it, that may not be the best thing, because if you had a society without any disease and everybody starts living 150 years, that creates a lot of problems. So they would not meddle in that.
You believe, in part, that the movies E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, were not entirely just the creative products of some Hollywood director, that maybe there's more to that. Why don't you explain?
They were carefully guided by representatives from MJ12, who is this organization that is in charge of the cover-up, in order to get us ready for the release of the information that are indeed aliens. And in both those movies, they used small little creatures and in order to get us ready for this release of information.
To prepare us that the idea that benevolent aliens from outer space are going to help us out.
Unfortunately, they're not so benevolent. So they made probably one of the most disastrous mistakes when E.T. was put out. At that time was before we discovered what I call the double cross or the grand deception, and they were trying to get us used to the benevolent creatures, but that isn't the case.
Why don't you take a couple of minutes? So you've done as much research on UFOs as just about anyone, I'd imagine, and if you haven't done it, you know people who have. Where did it all start, and how have we put this picture together of where they came from and why they're here?
Well, the whole thing started in July 2nd, 1947. That was the first crash.
First crash of an alien spaceship.
An alien spaceship. July 6th is when they recovered it and sent it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. July 7th is when they had the press conference and told the people it was a weather balloon, which the press bought behind the sinker. September of that year, President Truman established MJ12, and the purpose of that was to study the saucers and cover the existence of UFOs.
You say we recovered alien bodies from that incident.
4 from that particular crash.
And what did they do with them?
They autopsied them. Dr. Detlef Bronk was the chief surgeon, so to speak. He was the one that named them EBEs. It stands for extraterrestrial biological entities. And we captured 3 live EBEs. They were numbered in their order of capture. EBE 1, EBE 2, and EBE 3.
Where did this happen?
In different crashes. EBE 1 was with the Air Force Colonel between 1949 and 1952. These are kept in an electromagnetic facility called a YY-2. It was designed by a Dr. Eric Lang, who worked directly for Dr. Kissinger, who's been in this cover-up since the very beginning. The reason they had to create an electromagnetic facility is the fact that the EBEs are so advanced that they're at least a half a billion years advanced from us, and probably more. They can move by thought.
Move by thought.
And they can also disappear. But they can't move by thought through electromagnetic facility. So they built this facility. There was 2, one in Los Alamos and one either Edwards or up at the Tennessee.
Groom Lake, Nevada.
Groom Lake. Now there's still one EBE still living, EBE 3, and there was a videotape that eventually is going to be released to the public, and it's an interview with him. As hard as that may sound, as hard as it may be to believe, there is a videotape of an interview with EBE 3.
And what is this language that the interviewers
I haven't seen the tape, so I don't know. But on this trip I told you I took, gathering all this information, a guy in Albuquerque had 25 secret CIA memos. And if anything can be humorous in all of this, one of these memos, in the body of the text, it said, by the way, EBE 3 wants to see the ocean. You better make the arrangements or he'll disappear again. So while he couldn't get out of this facility, he could make himself disappear, causing a lot of trouble.
Now, can they exist among us? Is that what you're saying, or do they have to have this special environment?
They have
to be able
special
to live?
environment, special air. It's my understanding they can only last about 20 minutes in this air.
You were saying.
greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps. Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump. Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. You know, it's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle. It just blows up, and it feels different. It feels fantastic. It's as satisfying to me as coming is, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right?
The binoculars of the people. Bobo has the future, a fine, vigorous pig. Tele-reinforcements, identity, and passports are middle names. This is operational from the thrones and home, even the cucumbers. This is operational, even in the middle. I am in short 22 and stolen horses, in the hope that some of you will carry these experiments further and come up with something new. It is the Great Awakening. Recordings made with no apparent input have turned up unexplained voices on the tape. Are you in salt? Phenomena are done with a tape recorder and microphone. A good crossing ahead in the usual way. No sounds are heard or emitted during the recording, but on replay, faint voices of unknown origin. The language dropped natural key. These voices, can you keep up with tech and rigged quiz show? Up at the Kerouac School of Disembodied Poetics. In 1959, Brian Geisen said that a lecture is attractions, more fun than future vice, and applied the montage technique, which had been used for 50 years in painting, to words on a page. Might be just what I am look is permitted. Out phrases from newspapers and magazines. Then took a scissors and cut these. Special birds burn, diminish the Great Awakening at random. These cut-up experiments appeared in 19. Who are you in rig quiz show? Accident in U.S. People are sparked. Stop. At random and cut in a phrase. How random is random? We know so much that we don't. Find death, obey death. Bring a halibut. Everybody is talking is evidence of the mill. But don't hear a word they're saying. Knew just where he was cutting in. This is operational even to the cucumbers. Put you in touch. Connection is distances of a wolf. And they can't be lost. I can't see the faces. We still don't have them now. Only the shadows of their eyes. I've been in the sun, keep shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of the northeast wind, sailing on a summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like stone.
Talk to your doctor to evaluate the risks.
Some people have had changes in behavior, says these could become permanent suicidal thoughts or actions.
Call your doctor symptoms, dizziness, fatigue, or irregular heartbeat. Confusion, agitation, or hallucinations. The temporary inability to move while falling asleep or waking up. Has also been reported. Prolonged eruptions of the blood lead to an increase in size. And ask if your heart is
Banking on the northeast wind, sailing on a summer breeze. Skipping over the ocean like a stone.
So use it for the shortest
Everybody's talking at me.
or symptoms like itching, rash, or trouble.
Can't hear words saying.
With memory loss for the event, as well as abnormal behaviors such as being more outgoing or aggressive than normal, confusion, agitation, and hallucinations may occur. Don't take
Dehydration. Tell your doctor about all medicines. Dizziness upon standing.
No, I won't let you leave my love behind.
The whole clear world of smoke and twisted steel around my head in a railroad car, and my mind wandering past the rust into futurity. I saw the sun go down in a carnal and primeval world, leaving darkness to cover my railroad train, because the other side of the world was waiting for dawn.
I would like to meet you there where the stone has fallen in the silky green field, a stone too heavy to toss back and forth. But the messages I sent out in the shape of minuets arrive altered by the air, a cacophony of wanting and letting go. Within me, every part fit perfectly. The themes kept repeating themselves. I believed your anger was a sign of love. I let you believe I was no more than an apparition, content to haunt you for a while, or no more than a misspelled word irritating your sense of precision. Now if we could only arrange to meet and walk together through the year ahead, picking up details with our eyes, leaving a trail of words like crumbs Gretel dropped to find her way back, till we are free of our scaffolding of ideas, and there is no back to go to, and no word beckoning to be followed. We will dig our feet into the soil, feel the roots tangled in the cold earth directly below this field, glistening in the pale yellow light that is broken out of our words, And here in this meadow of light, on the hard stone of love, the longing that was too deep to fill with what was being offered is offered and filled in the offering.
Keep calling me Jane for?
You don't want to be called boy, do you?
No.
Oh, I tell you something, Randy. My daddy would really whoop me good if he ever heard me say this, but staying next to you like this and being chained up to you and having hounds follow us has shown me something. It's opened up my eyes. You won't believe this, Randy, but it's taught me a lesson.
What's that?
I'm taller than you. And being taller than you is a lesson in equality in itself.
But speaking of equality, I wonder if there'll ever be any equality.
While there is, Randy. Don't forget to play the Star-Spangled Banner. It takes both the white keys and the dark keys. Randy. In fact, Randy, if you just think about it just a little while, all that talk about equality, that's just a lot of nonsense. Well, everything's equal. It's just them people trying to cause trouble. I'll tell you why, Randy. Look, you ready for some examples on equality? Now, at income tax time, don't you get a chance to pay income tax on everybody else?
Yeah.
That's equal, ain't it? All right. Now, you're going to hold up a store. Don't you get the same time as anybody else does?
Yeah.
That's equal, all right. You ready for the third one here?
Yeah.
When it comes time to getting drafted in the Army, don't you get drafted along with everybody else?
Yeah.
Well, that's equal.
Yeah, but what about the school and the segregated housing?
Well, those things take a little time. You can't shove everything down people's throat there, Randy. Now, I want to tell you here, someday, Randy, up there in equality heaven, and they'll all be there, Randy, the people who believe in it, Zanuck and Kramer. That's why they make them pictures, Randy, because they believe in equality, Randy. And up there, it's going to happen because they cause it to, and then you're going to be living in Zanuck's house with all your colored friends. And next door to Kramer on his property in Malibu, and you'll be helping them people, Randy, polish them cars. Yes, sir, and I'm going to tell you, buddy, we heard all this screaming here. We haven't said a damn thing in this picture yet.
Wait a minute. When you say yet, remember, you're off to a good start because yet has only 3 letters.
You know something? I never thought of it that way. Yet only has got 3 letters. That's damn small of you, Randy. Maybe if everyone in the world knew that yet only had 3 letters, it would be a different world. If they knew that yet only had 3 letters and Knish had 5 letters, it would be a world of 3-letter, 5-letter yet Knisher. You'd like to say it, wouldn't you, Randy? Go ahead and say it, buddy. Just spit it on out there.
women who could take on 4 dicks or 87 bozos in one afternoon. Today we have, relatively speaking, the classy afternoon. We have a sort of legendary musical figure from the 60s who broke through with a tremendous publicity gallop, Tiny Tim. Tiny, it's a rather odd meeting. We always have to quit a meeting like this. You're considered to be a tasteful, very religious person. So the first question is why are you here with me on Midnight Blue?
First of all, it's always a pleasure show.
Thank you.
And, first of all, I was asked. Secondly, I'm the biggest sinner in the world.
Really good.
And when I say this, I don't say it just for false modesty. I mean it. The good Lord, my mother was Jewish, my father was Catholic. I just believe in Jesus Christ as the answer to life. And I believe that the world, that everyone is full of error in this world, whether you're living in conservative suburbia, whether you're down in the village. From nature, since the fall of the Garden of Eden, man has been in error since that time. No matter what kind of suit of clothes or whatever you wear, the heart is evil. There are people who go to religious institutions every day and commit adulteries at night and decry those who, have papers or Playboy magazines, and they say, get them off the air. They become judges. The world is full of error. And so it's a pleasure for me to be on this show, as it would be the Mr. Carson show.
Have you ever masturbated?
Unfortunately, yes.
And was it something that filled you with pleasure or shame?
Shame entirely. Because I really believe this. I believe that when that's happened, it still I felt bad because it's an act that was reserved only for marriage. I've asked the Lord for strength never to do it again, and if I did it again, I would never stop until I quit. And you never give up, the same as a diet. No matter, I used to be heavy and way heavier, and I'd never stop. I'd say never again, and then I had a big pizza meal. But I said I'd never stop saying never, as long as I keep knocking positive thinking in and never quit until you overcome yourself and get onto that diet. And the same thing when I did those things with myself, I never said it was right. I still believe it was wrong, except that I was weak and tempted. And I just asked the Lord for strength to overcome these things, and He gave it to me.
Do you have any recollection of what a woman tastes like?
No, I really don't. Because most of the time it was covered with honey or peanut butter.
That's getting me hungry, that part.
And so the honey and peanut butter was just, covering whatever taste there might be. So I can't say that I've had any taste. But, I was only concerned of giving her pleasure. And once that 3-hour limit was up, if she wanted to do the same, fine. If not, well, it was fine and okay with me. It didn't bother if it never happened to me. I've always told them, I don't want you to touch me. When the night first began. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to disturb me. I don't want to release myself. Because I'm only here to give you pleasure for at least 3 hours. Because once I was released, I'd be as weak as water. And then she said, all right, this is one example of one girl. And then I would first start not only by undressing her slowly, but also of smoothing her body with baby lotion or some body cream before the shower. And then, of course, it will be washed off again in the shower. Now, as I was aroused, I still told her, don't touch me, whatever you do. Now, I had a clock there, so I would at least make sure it took at least 3 hours. And basically, after the shower was over and we, lie down in bed one time, I was still aroused, and she was wondering what the heck was going on, because I was doing everything to her without penetration.
You went down on her, in other words?
That was afterwards, but during the shower, I was just massaging her in the shower all over, but with the knees as well as the hands.
Right.
And also, after the shower, when we lied in bed, I still told her not to touch me, and then I would take out the ukulele and then play a few numbers, and she was wondering what's going on.
She was afraid you'd use the ukulele.
No. The closest I came to that was using drumsticks.
Save me. Only Christ can save you. Oh, only Christ can save you. What you got to do tonight? Who's saved? He's God who's manifested in the flesh. Oh, yeah? That's right. I'll buy that. You are being influenced by the devil. You are being influenced by the devil. I'm a porno addict. I'm a porno addict. You know what? When you I like to watch pretty girls getting You know what? Jesus said, by the words of thy mouth thou shalt be justified, and by the words of thy mouth thou shalt be condemned. You may say all this as a joke. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I renounce this world. I renounce this world. All the sinful deeds thereof. No, I can't do that. In the name of Jesus. I won't mean it though. I can. Father God. I want. Father God. Sinful pleasures, I love them. I love it. I love it. I love that shit. I find your powers right now. In the name of Jesus. I like to carry the name of Jesus. I like to party, man. I love it. I love wickedness. I love Lucifer's kinkiness. No, man. Let's say this. I want to go see some girls, man. No, wait. No, chill. No, wait. No, let go, bro. You can't. Hey, yo, whoa, cops. I want, 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 hey, yo,
stuff like that. This is not a bodega. What's that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to help you. This is not a bodega. Don't call it a psychic energy reading. This is not a bodega, honey. Good evening. Hello. Hello, honey. Yes. Hello. Honey, get on off my phone here. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. I bet yours is quite wide, isn't it, mother? Yours are all stretched out. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Hello, honey. Good evening. You enjoy your life, honey. Good evening. My Lord. Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Honey, I'm better now. How are you?
I'm good. That's good to hear. So what is your show about?
Get your life together, honey. Get the hell off my phone, too. Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, my friend.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, my friend.
Good evening. I was calling, I was hoping to get a,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a bodega, and it is not McDonald's. You got a menu to look at here. You know it's about psychic energy. That's all it's about here. Ain't no guesswork. And I get a, you get a foot up your ass. Yeah, don't call here when the foolishness here. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a little over time here. I said I was gonna help 4 people here. I ain't helped but 2. What a damn shame it's been. Good evening. Good evening. Go on somewhere. Good evening. My Lord. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, honey.
Wait.
Lord have mercy. Good evening. Fuck you. Yes. Another one of them fools. Another one of them fools. That's very creative, my friend. Very creative. Good evening. Really? Good evening. How are you? Yes. Good evening. Good evening. Really? Good evening. Oh, really? That's wonderful, honey. That takes a lot of courage to call him. Fuck you and hang up the phone. That's a lot of courage there.
Good evening. Piece of my dick,
Really? Really? That's wonderful. That sounds great. I love that. I'm gonna see to it that you get bit in the ass by a German Shepherd. A big old German Shepherd coming your way, my friend. I'm talking to German Shepherd. One long time. I hope you're proud of yourself. Your boys aren't alive for somebody to need my help. Good evening. Good evening.
too. I mean, I can relate to what you're saying, you know. Like that's great. I've seen you, Brody. He's the greatest guitarist, really one of the greatest.
He's talented.
Talent is a vampire, talent is a whore, talent is American, always wanting more. That which doesn't kill, more grist for the mill. Talent is so sexy, talent is so bright, talent is always moving forever towards the light. That which doesn't kill, more grist for the mill. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent is a vampire, talent is a whore, talent is American, always wanting more. That which doesn't kill, more grist for the mill. Talent is so sexy, talent is so bright, talent is always moving forever towards the light. That which doesn't kill, more grist for the mill. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die. Talent made me love you, talent made me lie. Talent comes uninvited and leaves you alone to die.
Oh, very.
Well, I took a lot of lessons when I was a kid, you know.
Oh, you do?
Horseback riding, tap dancing, piano, guitar.
Typical suburban childhood.
Yoga.
But I just never had a natural flair. I always just
Well, you have other talents. I mean, we all have other talents, and that's what.
But
I mean, but it's about conversation too,
it has everything to do with talent.
and it's about friendship and.
What Jesus said? OJC said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Uh-huh. They don't know. I got to forgive them. New York said, y'all got to get it together. You really do. I love you. But you got to get it together. Really? Honey, do your son, your daddy stick with that filthy mouth? Do you? Really? Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. I really have got to go. You're doing so wrong. You're doing so wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm finna go. It's damn sure look up here. But you know what? You're gonna read the newspaper, watch it on New York One. Gonna be a whole lot of people getting fucked up this weekend. Courtesy of your suit. You heard it here first. Like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have said that. Scratch that, ladies and gentlemen. You did not hear that. That is not true. I will never hurt anybody. Intentionally. I got to go. It's been wonderful. Even though I couldn't hit too many people. I love you. Very normal.
Flaming trash can appeared outside my place of residence with a little card inside that reads "New website." I thought it was pretty clever but a very energy-consuming marketing trick. The world was in a state of environmental collapse. I was living in the jungle riding a bicycle with a man who was telling me how beautiful life is. Later, another delivery appeared at my door, which was a mysterious gift of a handmade newspaper with little drawings of flower people addressed to me and also fancy ski pants and glasses. I was struck by the fact that someone knew my real name. We are in some kind of compound. People watching from all sides. Trying to take the elevator, being forced to get out on some floor where they are waiting to decide who gets taken away. Eating together in the kitchen, someone is talking about Barbie who just keeps eating and eating, meanwhile we are eating and eating at the table. I get taken away. It is unclear who is the enemy. I am acting in some television series. I am looking back on my life and deciding I was an actor and a director.